Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Why is it different this time?
It's not.
Yeah, but you know what? It is
To
for
me, it is.
me.
Really?
To me, it is,
Okay.
too.
It is.
Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil it. You did something today that made me so proud. I can't spoil it, but we're recording this. What today is the 23rd of May.
Yeah.
And I want this should go down in Neebs Gaming history.
That day that you were proud.
Did something to. No, I've been proud of you before,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
you know, I Simon, I love you because like just in 7 days, how far you've come. In that game, I'm like, yeah, so yeah, he's got it now. And today I saw you do something in Ark, and I was like, holy shit! I think it finally stuck.
Oh, Lord. Well, yeah, so like I was saying, like for me, it is different because right now I'm enjoying it as much as 7 days, and I would have gladly played another episode right away because I want to like do the little things I'm appreciating more. And
I'm with you on enjoying it as much right now
is,
as well.
Is that a symptom of we've known this game for years and we haven't played it in a while? It's like coming back to an old friend, like an old high school fling, you know?
Maybe because I was dreading it, as you know, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
There's something about this, something about how freaking pretty it is now.
Man, yeah. It is gorgeous.
Adds to it. There's a couple different new dynamics within the gameplay.
There's certainly some quality of life features that make it a little bit more streamlined.
Yeah.
And we all seem to agree that playing in the beginning is the most exciting.
Yeah, we mentioned that. Yeah, something about early Ark, and I would even say early 7 days.
Sure.
Very much
I would
so.
say most survival games. Something about the early survival game is the survival game kind of in its purest form because it is just, I don't have food, I don't have water, I need to survive.
Yeah.
And there's something satisfying about going out, having a small goal of just, I need to hunt and bring food back and cook it.
Yeah.
That's satisfying.
The tension of that line you're riding.
Yeah.
And yeah, getting a tame is a really big deal.
Yeah.
Pulling those things off are really big deals. And if you get anything new, if you've got a new, say you get a pistol or whatever, like it's such a big game changer early game.
Yeah.
That it's so rewarding.
The dopamine hits a little harder.
It does hit harder.
I think that's what it is.
Pretty much.
Yeah, same thing in 7 days. You know, when you're 400 days in, you're like, I got everything. I'll
course.
go out. I'll do this. I'll do a trader mission, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that first week is like, man, I found a toilet pistol.
Yep.
It's like, holy shit.
Yep. Now we got a
Right.
pistol. Now we
I'm
can
trying
shoot.
to think. There's very few survival games that I do like late game. I'm just going in my head. I think The Long Dark is one of those where, because I feel like it keeps that dopamine hit going throughout the entire process.
By design.
Yeah, you can like. I feel like I've gotten comfortable in that game, but that game only allows for like this small snippet of comfort, and then eventually your food and resources are going to run out, and it is going to get tense again, and you're going to have to move, and you're going to have to tread through the snow, and please God, don't let it be a blizzard today, because I just want to make it like down the road just to see if there's a building. Like that game keeps the tension going the entire playthrough. But then again, that game's different because once you die, your run's done. It's not like Ark where like, oh, I'm going to go back to my bag and get my stuff.
Right.
So it keeps that level of tension.
Yeah.
Which is hardcore.
Yeah. Oh, it's super. I love it.
I mean, how so is that I mean, I'm trying to think of any other games that do that. That's a survival game.
7 days, you can set it to where, okay, one death and you're done. And I
Right.
think you can't, I mean,
It's a
if
setting,
you want
though.
to torture yourself that way, I can't imagine doing that in Ark. 'Cause that sounds awful.
No, but by design, the one that you're talking about, you do.
Yeah,
that's
no,
it. So
yeah.
by design, that's
You have a run, you start a character, and you see how many days you can make it. And that's it.
Oh, and another thing, I feel like, because I've never played the island.
Oh,
so,
yeah. So we're on the OG map. Well, actually, I guess the newest version of the OG map.
But did the OG map have as many like little, I don't know, structures about?
No, all those little structures we find, those have been placed by Anthony.
Even the thing we dealt with today.
Yes.
Interesting.
All of that. Yeah. No, Anthony's been going in there and
Okay.
just making stuff for us to find.
Right.
Which is cool. Like, because that's the other thing we've always said about Ark. Ark it never has anything behind a waterfall.
Right.
It really doesn't reward exploration.
Right.
In any real sense. So Anthony had the idea of like, oh, I'll hop in there on weekends. I'll build little structures
But
for
he
you guys
didn't-
to find.
He didn't make that graveyard.
What graveyard?
The graveyard that was in this last episode. You were reading all the
He did.
gravestones. He made the graveyard?
Yes.
Well, son of a bitch.
What?
What a busy little beaver.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Made it, or it was a mod?
No, he made it.
Oh,
He made it. He put the
yeah.
message there that led to the treasure.
wow.
Yeah. Anthony's been doing that for us.
Okay, and that does make the series significantly more entertaining.
Yeah, it makes it more fun to explore that world, too, because it's like, I wonder what Anthony's put around this corner.
The things that we bitched about the game not having.
Yeah. Well, that's what Ark needs. Ark almost needs a DM.
Yeah.
You know, someone in there, like, just giving us quest.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously something that a modder could do,
For sure.
and I'm honestly surprised that
You
that
could
isn't
probably
a more common thing. You know?
Yeah, I'm surprised by that too. You could probably create a map in Ark. Like you could go into the Ark map, kind of similar to what Anthony's done and shit. We should give our map away eventually at some point.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like, okay, here's this map with all these POIs and they have treasure chests in them and it's a way more interesting world to explore because of it.
Yeah.
And here you go.
Anthony, are you continuing to add these POIs?
Yes.
So yeah,
that's
by the
big
end
news.
of our run,
Right, there
it
should be
will
more.
it's going to be a nice plump full of
Hell yeah.
Anthony
Yeah.
stuff thing. We kind of forget that there's a train going to be available,
Right.
which I cannot wait to see.
There's a couple things in that what Bob's Tall Tales.
Yeah.
Things that we see in our Ingrams.
Yeah.
So you can create this. We just haven't got there.
How's that train going to work?
I've seen footage of it.
I mean, I saw the trailer.
Yeah, you have to build like each track individually. It's going to take a ton of resources. See,
Each track individually.
yeah.
Like,
So it's like laying foundation.
Wow.
It's like click. Yeah, you have to like build each piece of the track individually.
how long is the piece?
I don't know.
I'm curious.
I don't know
'cause
if
I'm
you can
thinking
bend
about
it or
Minecraft,
anything.
you
Yeah,
know?
I'm not sure.
I mean, you
But
better
I
be
did
able to
look at
bend.
what it like is. Like, okay, to make a train track, it costs that. Oh God, okay, that's going to be expensive.
Oh my!
And that's why we should cheat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By that point, see, that's the thing. That's what we're talking about. Late game Ark. Once Ark hits that point where it's like, oh, do you want to have fun now? Well, you got to grind for 2 hours. We're like, no,
We
that's
don't.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Crank up the amount we get from one swing, and let's get this done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that train track route could be just glorious.
Which there's other things. Yeah, I mean, there's other things we can make too. That I won't spoil anything.
Okay.
I'm
Why
excited.
wouldn't
I'm
you? It's
excited
out
about
there.
stuff.
Right? It's out there. You don't
Well,
want
like,
to-
all right, so to build the train stuff, yes, we need a ton of resources.
Yeah.
But now you can make carts to put on your dyno. So, your dyno can hold a ton of weight already, something like a parasaur. But now you can take like a wagon cart and stick that on the parasaur as well.
Man.
And then just load that up with crystal or stone, whatever you need to make the train tracks.
That's awesome. I want to see that cart.
Yeah. We're going to make that cart.
I want to live on that train.
I think you can. I think you can convert some of
Snowpiercer.
those boxes into living spaces, but I could be wrong. We'll see.
Man.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there. We're not rushing it.
I would love to do a trip across country on a train. I think
Yeah.
we should. We do a Neebs Gaming train. Like, man, freaking! I went from Louisiana to New York in a train, and it was a pleasure. And I was sleeping in a chair. You can get a bed.
Man, can you rent out a train? That's got to be possible, right? It's like,
I mean,
hey,
certain
here's-
ones maybe.
Yeah, it's like, hey, this train goes from A to B. It's a 2-day trip, and you rent it out.
Or you
That's
could
gotta exist.
Or you could certainly like take over 3/4 of it,
Right,
because
something.
you go,
That's
hey,
gotta
it's normally
exist.
the slowest time of year for train travel, and you go, okay, let's pick one.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to book it,
Dude, that'd be fun to do with a group of people.
dude. Yes, it would.
Drinking on a train,
Yeah.
having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's in our future.
We went on that last year, that really fast train from London to Paris, and did it up a little bit, like kind of first classed it, and was drinking well. But it was so fucking fast that
Jeez.
if one of us saw something on one side out the window, and tried to tell the other to like, hey, look it's gone, just gone.
Yeah, like
You
how
had to-
fast?
I forget how fast I went. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
you just
Mike-
have to look out the window
was
and
so
you see what you
cool.
see.
I mean, it's got to be if it's one of the super fast ones. I'm assuming it's 200 miles an hour.
Oh, that's awesome. On the
Maybe
ground?
not though. Maybe that's.
Ooh, I want to ride
stupid.
that. That sounds great.
No, that sounds.
And
Maybe that's just way too
200
much.
mile an hour.
I don't
yeah.
know.
That's
How
booking.
fast could it
I'd
be?
believe it.
I might be off by a shit
If
ton.
you can
Who
get,
knows?
straight.
Also might be more. Who knows?
So it's the Eurostar. Yeah, it takes about 2.5 hours from London to Paris,
Oh, wow.
or a little over 2 hours.
Man, I'm
let's
so
see.
jealous of the European metro system they got over
Oh,
there.
it's top speed. It's 200 miles per hour.
There you go.
200.
Yeah.
That's fast.
Oh, it's fast.
Dude, it's fast. That's
That was
awesome.
so cool.
That's
Yeah.
got to be something that you could just walk around in there on the ground.
And you're going
Interesting.
over
You're going-
countryside, past countryside that like makes you think. A lot of it made me think of like Battlefield 1.
Gotcha.
You know, like some of those maps. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's fucking.
Wow.
I've played there before.
Yeah. No, again, I'm jealous of their infrastructure over there when it comes
No
to public
shit.
transportation.
Yeah.
Wish we had something like that.
And they
over
take
here.
more pride in it. And man,
Yeah.
we just,
Well, I mean, they have a smaller area to work with.
For sure.
And it's like, just densely packed. Mm-hmm. Where, yeah, it's like, I mean, maybe one day we'll get like a crazy train system in this country, but it'll be a while.
Oh, God, it'll take forever.
Yeah. Well, they were talking about even in our town adding an Amtrak into Raleigh, I think.
Yeah.
From Raleigh to Wilmington.
Yep.
It's like you could hop on a train and get to Raleigh in 30 minutes or whatever.
That'd be fantastic.
It'd be
it
awesome.
should be a thing.
oh my
Yeah.
God, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it takes 2 hours right now to get to Raleigh.
But the whole fucking 30-minute thing, so they're putting it in a super fast train because
I would hope so.
otherwise, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know about
Amtrak
that.
doesn't do super fast.
Sounds like fake news.
Amtrak's
right there.
It could be, yeah, I don't know.
Amtrak.
It's probably
It's
going
like
to be. Probably,
Amtrak is probably going to break. You'll be there in 5 hours.
it'll take you
Yeah,
2
I
hours.
mean,
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, okay, if it depending on the speed of the train, does it stop? Like, is it driving just might still be worth it?
Yeah, but if you want to
you wanna
could
work
or watch a
That's
movie,
true,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
not
You wanna
think, take a
do-
nap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just hop on the train. It's like, all right, cool. I'll be in Raleigh tonight.
That'd be amazing because going to see a show.
That's true. Going to see a
Yeah.
show. You can even just go to Raleigh and crash for a couple nights.
Right.
Like, I'm going to take a train to Raleigh, get a hotel.
Or be drunk and train back,
It's true.
you know?
God, wake up drunk on a train. I don't want to do that.
Oh, man.
It's
Oh,
fine.
it's the worst when you're in New York, you
Miss
take it
you.
off from Penn Station and you fall asleep and you end up going, oh, wow, now I'm in fucking the Hamptons.
Oh, shit. Have you done this?
No.
I
But
know people
woken
who
up,
have.
I've woken up past my shit and I'm in oh, fuck, and it's totally
You just got to get off and get back on.
got to get off and then wait for hopefully there's one that's going back to where you got to go. And yeah.
Kind of same with on the underground in London and shit like that, you know? Easy to miss those stops if you're not paying attention.
And it seems complicated, if you don't use it regularly. Like people that use it every day, they're just like, whatever, I use the train.
You know
But
exactly how to-
God, but yeah, if you don't I would be so intimidated if you told me to go to London right now and get on the train to take me to a place.
I feel like I'm pretty good at that one now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
I'm sure it's they've made it pretty easy. There's probably little terminals.
Yeah.
You go, I want to go here, and it prints a ticket. There you go. Get on this train,
Yeah.
and you just hope.
Yeah.
Hope and pray.
Pretty cool.
I'm pretty much always thinking I'm good doing the wrong train. Unless
Is it
it's
right
in
one?
my
Oh,
every
fuck.
routine. Oh shit, is it? Okay, it's got to say right on there. You're right, Simon. This is the train.
So it's also, I guess, a bit of a spoiler, but people will be. This is fine to unveil this. I'm telling myself that.
Good.
You guys will agree. Because if any were wondering if there was going to be Horde Nights
All right.
in the Wasteland mod, this Fallout mod, there are, and it'll be revealed in an episode coming up. But just to go ahead and say it now, is a 20% chance it could happen any night.
Yes.
So-
I believe what we've landed on, at least for right now, anything could change, but it's 20% chance of it happening every night. And then if it happens, I think we make sure it doesn't happen for the next night or 2 nights after
I think it's
that.
supposed to be 2 nights after.
Yeah. So mathematically, I think it is still 7 days to die.
That's, I think, was the goal.
Because it's 2 days definitely off, and then the rest of the time, the next 5 days, is a 20% chance. So kind of close enough to 7 where you go, So it's 7, we just don't know when.
So the Jack sinister giggles we hear behind me.
Yeah.
They're about the same as they always have been.
Yeah, and I feel the same way right now about the Fallout mod as I feel in Ark. Yeah, it's that early game.
It's exciting.
The early game's exciting. I don't know what's around the next corner. I'm trying to. It's little goals.
We're having a really hard time eating and drinking.
Oh, yeah.
In that. Holy
Yep.
shit.
Keeps you busy.
Yeah, you almost need one person just like, I'm focusing on hunting and cooking.
I don't know if that's
Like-
going to do it.
I made. See, well, the thing is, spoiler. I can make red tea, and I'm excited about it. So, now, that's
good.
a
That
whole
helps
different
digestion,
level.
yeah,
It helps
yeah.
digestion. It gives you more water too. It's like over 20 water as opposed
Yeah.
to 10.
Yeah.
And it's just a little chrysanthemum. I mean, come on.
That's
you
all
go.
it takes?
That's it.
Just
It's just
chrysanthemum in water.
and
And water.
chrysanthemum.
Son of
That's
a
Yeah,
it.
honestly, if you make
And
a
it
water,
doubles-
you shouldn't waste the water. You should
No.
use the water
Right.
to make either coffee or tea.
Always.
Fair.
now that we can make it. But traveling.
Neebs is traveling right now. That's why Neebs isn't here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. We didn't even address that yet. Neebs, he's on another cruise.
Yeah.
He cruise boy this year.
I saw a picture yesterday of him on the cruise,
Uh-huh.
and he was wearing jeans, and it made me hot. It just looking at the picture made me warm. I was like, why are you wearing jeans on the? I don't know.
Right, and he's a shorts guy. They probably keep some rooms cold on the ship, and he's like, I can't be because
it
he's
didn't look
always
right.
cold.
Yeah.
Jeans
Yeah.
on a cruise doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I want to buy him some
Yeah, it
linens.
depends on how cool it is.
I'm gonna get him linens.
It's not gonna. You won't wear the linens.
I'm gonna buy him some linens.
You should. That'd be.
Yeah, I can't imagine Neebs
I'd love
and
to
linen.
see.
He'd love them though. He's like still got martial arts skills. You know what I mean? Still,
Probably, yeah.
It's
Are they warm
basically
enough?
wearing
His whole
karate
thing is
pants.
like, well, are they warm enough?
Yeah,
can
that's
be.
the whole thing. If they're really thick,
it can be. Yeah.
linen's not usually a thick
I mean, it's
fabric.
not jeans warm, but
even close.
you know, yeah.
Do you have to wash linen in like cold water?
It depends on the. A lot of times you're not going to get away with drying them, but it depends on the material. blend.
Right.
If they're like 100% linen, that's a thing.
Okay. Because
You want to do cold water for sure, and then you want to air dry them, and on top of the air drying, like give them a full stretch before you even start drying them.
Okay.
And if you can hang things of weight at the bottom of the pant
it's
leg,
too much work.
well, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and I asked that because I did have a linen shirt, but I think I fucked it up
Oh, it's easy to fuck
because
up.
it came out of the dryer, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a wrinkled mess. What the hell? What have I done?
No, it's a thing.
It sucked. It looked good on me. I was like, this is a nice shirt.
Yeah,
I
It's
fucked it
gone
up.
now.
You know what? Yeah,
Fucked it up.
You're better off go getting it dry cleaned. That was the most painful thing to listen to, by the way.
What?
The linen conversation.
Him saying that.
No, all of the
Why
back
is
and
that?
forth. Well, you
Why?
know what? You know what it was. I guess not painful.
We listen to you talk about damn food all the time.
true.
We
It's
can't
true.
talk about linen.
Linen.
I love my linens, man. It's my favorite
I
pant.
know. Talking about can you wash that in cold water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
you can
know.
wash anything in cold water, but should you? Yes.
Should you?
I
Okay,
should have
yeah.
just said yes.
And then because I
No,
fucked
I'm-
up. I had a linen shirt and I fucked it up.
You did. You did. I'm sorry.
Because I
was
usually
just-
don't buy linen.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But this was like the first year I was like, I saw a nice linen shirt. I was like, hey, that feels good. I'm going to try linen.
it's a high maintenance material.
It clearly. So I'm
Yeah.
never buying
Yeah.
linen again.
I don't do that for that reason. too.
yeah, no.
Is that why? Well, you're missing out.
The pants that you wear, you don't like. I've seen you wear them out.
Yeah,
It looks like, somebody rushed you out of the house.
I
and
look
you
like
had
a
no
clown.
choice.
I look like a
You know
clown.
what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying because they just wrinkle like crazy, and then as soon as as soon as you drive somewhere and then get out, it's a wrinkle mess.
Did you see the ones I was wearing last time you saw me? The purple striped
The
ones.
pinstripe ones?
Yeah.
See,
I
that-
thought they were,
they don't
I
wrinkle
thought
at
they were your
all.
pajamas.
They
Those are
don't
linen?
do you. They
No.
Well, I thought maybe the pinstripes. You know what? Maybe I've had bad experience with
Yeah,
wrinkled
mine
stuff.
are good to go.
Yours,
pretty
okay,
good to
a
go.
little wrinkly.
Project
All right.
your linens on me.
I'm sorry. I think I've seen you with some pretty wrinkly shit.
Maybe.
But recently, those striped ones, I don't remember seeing any wrinkles.
Yeah, they don't really wrinkle. They were handmade down in the Costa Rics.
That's right.
Costa Reeks.
Those Ricans really know what they're doing.
Stop what you're doing right now.
You stop it.
Hey, wait. The other night we were out, and your buddy got on to Simon for like his outfit. Like, well, forgot your buddy's name.
KG?
Yeah, KG.
Yeah.
He's like an older guy, but very like he dresses well and looks like everything's like neat and proper.
Oh, yeah. He's
And I
a.
think Simon had just like the back of his jeans were like tucked
Cuffed.
into his shoe just a little bit.
And it drove him
And
nuts.
KG was like, I gotta say something.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. He fixed them. He literally
Yeah, that's funny. That's a
Grabbed
funny
my
character
pant.
trait. I love it.
and was like, "Oh, it's driving me crazy." I said, "Okay." I didn't know it was in there.
Yeah. There's a level of OCD in there.
He likes his fashion sense and stuff like that. And for his age, he's a stylish man.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
We played some darts with him last night. You can tell what kind of a night we had when Simon asked me today who won at darts. I'm like, you did, Simon.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. We were all playing
Oh,
so
did you guys play last
horribly.
night?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We
We
played horribly last night.
It
Bobby
was.
didn't.
I should have went home an hour earlier.
Yeah, maybe.
But it was no. But it was no. I had a lot of fun. It was the game.
Yeah.
The game took a long time.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Oh, I hate it, man. I hate when it's like I'm already kind of tired, and then it's like, let's play one more game.
Yeah.
and you're like, man, I want to because it could go quick.
Yeah.
But then you get those.
Right.
Where it's like,
yeah.
it lasts for a fucking hour, and you want it to only last 15 minutes.
That's why with this this Wednesday thing, we were like kind of hanging out and stuff. One at the end of the night, just one game, and that's all we need.
That's it. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
let's
but
do one.
In the
do
middle,
one and done.
I liked one in I want to do one in the middle of the night, meaning
Fair.
like instead of the end.
Yeah.
But anyways, no. But actually, I mean, no matter what, it's been fun.
Yeah. You guys hanging out next Wednesday?
oh, for sure.
I'm in.
All right.
Maybe.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Beautiful.
I might show up.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. That's really good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a decent weekend. I went and I stayed 2 nights at Broadway at the beach.
All right.
Yeah, that place is pretty nice at night.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
they
cool.
got this new place, like you know where that main hotel is, right there, right beside the Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Right across from that, they've built this new place called Hangout, and they had like live music out there
Okay.
until like 10.
Okay.
But then the other side, that opens up, and the bars over there stay open until 2. Like, it is pretty good nightlife over there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they should.
It kind of feels
no,
like
that's cool.
an area like Universal, like where we were in LA. Like it's one of those kind of just
Yeah.
hodgepodgey of these restaurants, these chains.
Yeah, it's just a
and-
bunch of shopping, bunch of restaurants, but they've got this whole new section built in, man. They've really expanded it. Like
Gotcha.
I was surprised. It's a great place to take kids.
Sure.
If you got a family and you're looking for something to do, Broadway at the beach, that is not a bad place to spend a day.
Not at all.
Yeah, plenty of rides, plenty of shopping.
And it's not at the beach.
It's not at the beach.
No.
It's close enough to the beach where
I
you
guess,
can
yeah.
say the beach.
But you can't walk there. I mean, you can if you
Yeah,
really want to.
you
long
can,
It's
but
a long
it's,
fucking walk.
It's a long walk.
It's
Yeah.
probably going to take an hour,
Probably about 30 minutes.
maybe 30.
Yeah, 30-minute walk to the beach.
But yeah, I go there probably once a year, just to like, oh yeah, because it's not that far.
No, yeah, super
Okay.
close. But
Yeah,
I think, yeah,
my
you
kid
should
loves it.
Try to stay there sometime. Just go there, stay with the kids, stay a couple nights or something. It's
Yeah,
all right.
it's a good idea.
And it was nice to be able to like get out. We walked all damn day, and like up until the evening, and then when we're done, just go to bed. It's right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
right.
It's like, oh, okay, have some food, and then just have a couple drinks. There's your hotel. Like, yeah, it's sweet.
This weekend, totally binged. We binged Fallout.
That's right, you did.
And knocked it all out in one evening and had 2 more episodes to watch the next morning.
Nice.
So that was a good run.
I
That was nice.
I watched it with my parents.
Okay.
Because I was just like, oh, there's a new show called Fallout I'm into. And then, later on that night, they're like, it's something to watch. And I was like, Dad said, we want to check out that Fallout show? And I was like, yeah, let's go for it. Dad loved it. Mom hated it.
Did she?
Yeah. Well, as soon as, because she doesn't like all the graphic,
Okay.
the graphic stuff.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
and
no,
then
that part I don't think she would have minded.
she didn't mind?
But I don't think, I think she was expecting PG-13, not R.
Right.
Gotcha.
And it was just like, it was too much for her. She says, I don't like this.
Oh, my mom couldn't watch it. I know they're different ages, but it would be kind of funny to see my mom's reaction to it.
We should start a channel and just make your mom and my mom watch awful content.
Right? Because
Just react
people
to it.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure 1,000 people do that. That blows my mind, just all these reaction channels now. I guess it makes sense, but I don't know.
I think it's fun to watch people react to things you've already seen.
I mean, of course, yeah.
I mean, so
That's-
yeah, you can see there's something rewarding about it. I don't know. I like it with music
Okay.
mostly. I like seeing music reactions. Yeah, I would assume I mean, they're clearly going to continue that. That's going to take some time. That show. That's some production there. Good
Yeah.
God,
No, they did. Yeah, they did such a good job.
they did.
Man, yeah, I can't wait to see more. I love the ghoul. That's a great character.
Oh, fucking great.
Someone made a good point to me, and I was like, yeah, wow, it's very similar. That Fallout, like whoever wrote it was a fan of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Like at its core, it's these 3 characters, good, the bad, and the ugly. So you got Lucy,
Yeah.
Maximus, and the ghoul, and they're all after this one thing.
Right.
It's like they each have one common goal, and it's like their stories kind of get intertwined. Trying to achieve that goal.
I like where they left it off too.
Yeah.
As far as looking ahead and where that's gonna go with Homeboy.
I can't wait to see a Death Claw.
Yeah, everyone can't wait.
I was expecting one in the show. I was like, it never happened. I was like,
They
okay.
kind of just exclusively went to that one water thing.
Yeah.
A couple
Which
times.
is good because if they are going to do more, it's like there's so many creatures from the Fallout world that they still have to play with. I mean, they didn't even do like super mutants.
Right.
Super mutants are a whole thing in and of themselves. Like, you know, and that's something you want when they do it. You want it to be done justice. Because super mutants they're scary as fuck.
Yeah, they didn't need any of that this first season. You know what I mean? So I'm sure you're going to get that or the Deathclaws for sure in season 2, I would imagine.
Yeah, God, I just hope they do the Deathclaw justice, and it's not this. Yeah, that could easily be cheesy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you make this thing really scary, oh yeah, it just depends on how they do it. Depends on the director, but I hope it's done right.
Like in our series of 7 Days Fallout, we got that out the gate.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Deathclaw chasing us, poking his head through the damn door. Hey, buddy.
Actually, remember that. It's hard to forget Deathclaw.
Deathclaw.
Yeah.
So we said Neebs is often on a trip. Do you
Yep.
have any trip ideas?
As of right now, no, but I would love to. Yeah, I need something.
Yeah, summer's here, man. It's like it just makes you want to go somewhere. I'm going to. I think I'm going to go to Tampa for a few weeks. Not a few weeks, just like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
just get out, go do some kayaking.
Yeah, I need to go see my fam a little bit.
Get your fam on.
I have to. It's been a minute. So other than that, nothing. How about you, Simon?
I have to go in a good way to go see Wicked on Broadway. So I got to fucking
Wicked?
try to plan that Wicked.
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 Oh, okay.
Wicked.
Thought you
I've
said
seen
Wicked.
Yeah.
Not on Broadway, but
Right.
at the dinner theater I used to. Oh no, wait, I didn't see Wicked. Never mind. Carry on. I saw a different.
Well, I wonder what that was anyway.
Keep
'Cause
going.
I don't know anything about Wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked is the Ewok from Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
The
That's
little one that
exactly it.
Princess Leia makes friends with.
Yep. It's the origin story
Yeah. The
of,
origins.
of that.
That as a Broadway musical would be something.
That would be great. So, do you know what Wicked is?
I do. It's
Okay,
about.
what
yeah.
is it about? Because I know a little bit. Like, so you know, it's the
About the
Wicked
witches.
the two witches. I guess it was one of his original books, but it wasn't called Wicked. But I guess
Gotcha.
one of those.
Isn't there a movie called
original
Wicked?
books.
Isn't a movie coming out based on that same damn
Probably.
I
thing?
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I think Ariana Grande is in it, maybe.
Oh, there you go.
yeah. But anyway, the Broadway show.
So
is
it's just a
supposed to
bunch
be
of
big
singing
thing.
witches?
Yeah, it's a story about.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, well, I'm going with.
How does she get the monkeys? That's what
I
I
don't
want.
know.
Where do these monkeys come from?
Yeah, where are the monkeys
You
from?
get
sure.
flying monkeys. That's something that you just don't come across. I mean, well, maybe in Oz, I guess you do.
It's a weird thing.
And then to have them all following you and listening to you, that's a whole thing too.
Yeah. But no, I'm going with my daughter. So
Yeah.
she wanted to go. So,
That'd be
but I've
nice.
heard it's a great show, and
sure
one
it
of my
is,
friends
man.
up there too is going to come as well. So it's like it'll be fun.
You know what I got confused with, and I have no idea why. I was very dumb. Was
Return of the Jedi?
Phantom.
Phantom of the Opera? Or
Yeah,
just
but
Phantom?
the version that's called Phantom.
Oh,
It's
no.
still Phantom of the Opera, but it's called Phantom. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just imagine that meeting. It's like, we're not going to call it Phantom of the Opera. It's just Phantom.
Right.
It's like, I just want to slap that guy. Just call it Phantom of the Opera.
Been
It's what
around
it
for a
is.
minute. Yeah. I don't know the difference.
Well, it
of
wasn't an opera anymore. Where the Phantom of the Opera was actually in like backstage of an opera, right? Wasn't the story like
Listen, I can't even
don't
tell you
know.
what was different about it. They still had a crashing chandelier in it.
right? I never saw that play.
Yeah.
I watched the Phantom of the Opera with Gerald Butler in it.
Okay.
You ever seen that one?
I have not.
Nope.
It's terrible.
Is it so
He's
bad?
not a good actor. Not in that.
Not in that one?
Not in that. He
'Cause
tries to do.
he's done
Yeah.
some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
love
I
Mr.
don't know.
Butler.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. He was not good in this.
He just takes anything.
Yeah. Him singing doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Mr. Butler, you should not sing because he just still sounds like he's growling.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the Phantom. I don't know. Sounds weird.
Stop.
Didn't like it. Yeah, whatever. But I love him. Look, no, not to disparage Mr. Butler. He's a fine actor in some things. Maybe not Phantom of the Opera or Geostorm.
Oh, yeah.
We should go see at the Wilson Center. Trey Parker. What the
Oh,
hell's it?
Book of Mormon? Is that coming
Yeah,
back?
It is.
All right,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I need to see it this time because it came through once and I missed it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
right.
saw it. You guys definitely should go see
Yeah,
it.
no,
It's
Simon, remind me, let me know. I would love to
Yeah.
catch it this time. You
Yeah.
and me, buddy.
It
That would be
is
fun.
the musical that is made for people who don't like musicals.
Right.
Like
Perfect.
if that's not your jam, you're still going to enjoy that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Still going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Bigger, longer, and uncut. Was that whatever it
One of my
was?
favorite movies.
And-
I
and-
love that movie.
I mean, it was a musical.
That's it. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Those guys always had musical talent.
Yeah.
And they just applied it to South Park.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bigger, Longer, Uncut was such a surprise. At first, it's like, yeah, South Park, a musical? Is that going to work? It worked like a fucking charm.
Just fine.
You know, it'd be a fun. You know, we talk about taking trips and doing whatever. To go to that restaurant that they ended up rebuilding and putting like $40 million into, or whatever.
Oh, you talking about like Casa Bonita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To go
Casa
out
Bonita
to
in Colorado?
Go out there and eat.
Yeah.
And just check
Have you
it
heard
out.
about this,
That would
Dora?
be fun.
No, I have not.
Okay,
Please
so
tell me.
yeah, Matt Stone and Trey Parker grew up Colorado, and apparently in Denver there was this place, like a Mexican joint called Casa Bonita, but
Casa.
it was like, I guess this big place. They had like cliff divers and shit. And
Okay.
they have all these attractions in it. And apparently over the years it just became a joke and got run down or whatever. Well,
Yeah.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker bought it.
Okay.
And they're like, we're bringing back Casa Bonita, the one we loved as a kid.
Casa.
So, yeah. Or what do I say? Casa? I'm a redneck! Shut up.
Casa.
I'm just helping you. I'm pulling your pant leg out of your shoe.
All right.
Right.
So, Casa Bonita.
Yeah.
And, yeah. No, we should do that. That'd be fun. Go
So,
to Colorado.
Is
That
it
would
been?
be.
Is it like open now?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah, because I took that trip out there. I went through Denver last year, and I looked at it, and it had just opened, and it was sold out. Like, you had to buy tickets.
I'm sure.
They were just like, nope, early tickets, that's the only way you're getting in. So by now, you could maybe get in, but you probably still need to make reservations.
Or we just buy tickets and that's when we go. That's when we're going.
All right, we're going to Casa Bonita.
Yeah.
Casa Bonita.
That sounds fun as fuck. And obviously, yeah, Denver's cool. That whole area up there is amazing.
Man, I had such a miserable experience in Denver.
Did you?
Why?
Yeah. Well, I was only there a night because I left, not Colorado Springs. But
Boulder?
No, not Boulder. I left Glenwood Springs,
Okay.
Colorado, and I was driving into Denver, and we were only there for a night. I wanted to drive into Denver, like just stay at the hotel, go around, get something to eat. As soon as I got into Denver, we were 10 miles from our hotel, and that last 10 miles took an hour and a half.
Oh, shit.
There was like a big, like 6-car pileup on the freeway that backed everybody up. So by the time we got there, I'm just pissed, exhausted. And then it was like, okay, let's go find somewhere to eat. Ended up staying at a hotel with like nothing around us. And there were like 2 restaurants. They were all booked. So it's just had to end up like saying, fuck it, going back to the hotel, just eating the hotel food. It was bad and like just overpriced. So like my experience in Denver was like, ugh, not
That's
good.
unfortunate.
I'm like, fuck Denver, but no. I bet if I went and stayed a week, it'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
It looked beautiful, at least from my hotel room.
Sure.
It's one of the few states I've never been to.
Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's great. I recommend Glenwood Springs. That town is fucking cute. Stay at the hotel there in the hot springs.
And I recommend Boulder. Boulder's
Yeah, I bet
badass.
Boulder's cool. Yeah, beautiful part of the country. Just the mountains. Yeah, love it.
Probably a couple of assholes listening to this right now that are living there.
There probably might be
say
a Colorado asshole or two
Yeah,
out there.
might be.
Part of our crew.
Say that with love.
So just somewhat of a, it's not even a segue, it's just on the Casa Bonita being, booked out for probably some time. Yesterday was watching, old Portnoy, you know the rules, one bite.
What?
Oh yeah, I've been watching him too.
Yeah, every now and then I'll scroll past one, and we were
Yeah.
talking yesterday morning. It was like, just to see what the best review was. He scored a 10. He scored a perfect 10.
All right,
in
back up for pretend
This
I
is
don't
a
know who James
back-
Portnoy is.
What is the sports?
Just
Barstool
Barstool,
Sports.
and he does like
David
pizza
Portnoy.
reviews.
Okay,
he's on
gotcha.
he's on other shows.
Yeah.
but-
All right, so he's a food critic. Or is
Well,
it-
yeah, just for pizza.
essentially.
Okay, gotcha. And he scored Casa Bonita.
No. It just made me think about. I was thinking about this one place because usually, like, hey, it's he'll give it 8-1, 8-1, 8-2,
Right.
7-3.
All right.
Connecticut, by the way, is also
And
supposed to
I
be
never was hearing anything go over 9, but then found out that he scored a place at 10, and it made me think about, like, as far as Casa Bonita goes and like its booking, that place must just be fucking crushing it because he has an impact.
Sure.
Oh, he
His
has a very
scores,
big
like
impact.
people will put murals on their establishments with
damn.
his score
Wow.
on it. You know what I mean?
That's
To
fun.
advertise after he's done a random stop by and taking a bite.
As long
or
as the
two.
score's good, I guess, right?
I mean, yeah, I would imagine anyone that gets over an 8 is probably very, very happy with it.
Yeah, I was watching him eat pizza yesterday and it made me so hungry.
I know. Oh, I ordered a cheese pizza last night from my boy.
I want pizza right now. I didn't eat lunch. I ate breakfast. I ate a late breakfast.
It's hitting you.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm getting the hungries too.
Mm-hmm. But it's that time for us. It's creeping up there.
We're getting there.
But yeah, no, it's New Haven, Connecticut. I think is supposed to be, in Connecticut is supposed to be like some of the best ranked pizza.
Yeah.
Supposed to be, whatever. And it was like everyone in New York thinks, oh, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. It could happen.
Yeah.
I'd love to go there and try it. And it's also like what you like. Like he likes a really thin, crispy pizza
with the crunch.
with no flop.
That's me.
And he holds it up, and then he takes one bite of the front corner, and then he'll take another bite. Even though it's supposed to be just one bite, he'll take a bite of the crust in the back just to taste it.
If I were
and
to
he just talks about what he thinks.
If I were to parody what he does, it would be everybody knows the rules, one bite, and just shove the whole slice in his mouth.
Right.
Because he basically, he takes about 4 or 5 bites after he says that.
Right.
Just keeps chomping at him. Like, why do you even keep saying that? But, yeah, good for him. However that caught on and...
Man, what a job. It's like you got to just run around eating pizza all fucking day.
Yeah, it sounds like I've heard him say, like, he's talking to his boys, filming them, stuff like that. Like, we were going to do, 8 stops tonight, wherever they go.
Yeah.
How does...
And
in my head, is he a big guy?
No.
Okay.
And he's only supposed to be taking a few bites realistically, even though he says just one.
Gotcha. Yeah. So that's the thing. He goes, okay, I'm only going to take a couple bites. He's not eating like 3 slices.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. But sometimes it's fun to see when most people recognize him. Oh, and then I did want to talk about another show after this.
Okay.
Or a YouTube-y thing. But I was watching him. Most people come and tell him the whole story of the family and all the, the roots of the place and stuff like that. Or like, oh, you should have got this. We're known for this kind of pizza. But apparently, I forget where it was. He went in, and it was kind of early, like maybe at 5:30, so they weren't, and nobody was really there. I don't know if it was like the manager, but didn't even notice him come in. I really talked to him, and when he walked in, I guess the manager was like watching a TV that basically had like a screensaver of some pretty picture on it, and he was just staring at that.
All right.
And he gets his pizza, and he goes out front, and he's eating it, and I guess it wasn't that good. And then the guy came out, I was like, hey, I didn't know. That's kind of the fun of it, is just the establishment, the people that own it or work it, reacting to him. He's been in some really, really hardcore arguments. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm sorry, I got to give your pizza a 4. What do you mean?
Oh man. And then people walking up to him because everybody fucking recognizes him and stuff like that. And, I don't know. It's interesting little quick watches.
Yeah. It's
how long are the episodes? Is this YouTube?
They're not shit. They come by on my Facebook feed, like on the feeds, and they're like usually 2 minutes long.
Oh, perfect.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a quick.
And it's just pizza review, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's always with cheese.
I always thought, like, I thought about doing something similar with frozen pizzas, just because there's so many different kinds, just to be like, all right, what do I think? Because I have had some good frozen pizza before.
There's a channel, Frozen Pizza Review.
Right. And I'm sure I mean, people have got to be doing
Yeah,
that.
I was about to say, that seems like an obvious. Yeah.
So I was like, no.
Oh, man, you mentioned Facebook. I logged into Facebook for the first time in like forever.
Yeah.
It's been interesting just because like I wanted to join like a couple of social groups around town, just get out there a little more, and it's just like those social groups are like, we can't let you join unless you have like a picture of your face. It's like, okay, so fuck, now I got to upload a picture of my face. So it's like the one picture that I've uploaded in forever. Yeah. And then you get like old high school friends commenting like, hey, let's go.
It opened up a can of worms.
It really did. I got like, old high school flings texting me, what are you doing? Like, oh God, here we go. Jesus Christ.
Game on.
God, no.
Jesus. No, I'm not saying like in that way. Just with everyone reacting.
Yeah, no,
you
it's
opened
fun.
it the fuck up.
No.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I missed Facebook so fucking much.
I post so much stuff. So another show I was curious about, that is on the tubes. Curious what you thought, if you've seen it and stuff. Like, so the whole Kill Tony thing.
I just know that there's a roast. Is it a roast thing?
He was on the roast.
No, I know he's on the roast.
Oh, his show, the structure of his show.
Yeah, when they have some guy up there,
right, back
he's talking
up. What
shit,
is,
isn't he?
what is I need some context. What's
Tony,
Kill Tony?
I don't know his full name, but he's a comedian. He's been doing this for years, I guess, and it's like started to blow up this past year. Basically, he's at a comedy club in Austin now. I think he started in LA somewhere. But and he's behind a table with 3 guests, and these guests come in all shapes and forms these days, like, you know, all sorts of popular, or as far as celebrity goes and stuff like that. Usually other comedians. Like, I guarantee Rogan's been on and stuff like that.
I've seen Rogan up there with him.
Yeah, and basically he's got a little band behind him.
All right.
Like a couple horn players and a drummer, and hot chicks coming out and bringing them drinks and stuff like that in front of a live audience. And they'll pull from, they've got a bunch of people that have submitted to come out and do 1 minute of stand-up in front of them.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's like a comedy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's
Comedy
1
review
minute.
show?
He'll pull from all the comedians that have submitted, maybe
all
a
right.
couple hundred in a bowl. They're waiting at a bar across the street.
Interesting. If
So-
if your name gets pulled,
Yeah, you
hey,
come up and you do 1 minute.
Wow.
So-
1 minute.
That's great.
Yeah, and when the minute's up, you'll hear this little meow, a little cat meow, and you know, a lot of times people will go after it a little bit and stuff like that, and then they just kind of all assess how that minute went, rip on him. He asks them a lot of questions, and so they'll do their minute, but then they'll talk for another 5 to 10.
All right.
Before the next.
Just getting to know the
person.
person a little bit. Okay.
So the structure, I'm okay with the structure. Just don't think it's that fucking funny because, like,
well, I mean, clearly, it's basically like an open mic night.
yeah, it's just
Which
even
means
when
you're
they're
going to
kinda
see a lot of
roast
crap.
And they give them shit if
Right.
they do poorly.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
where the roast thing came
Well,
in my
I mean,
head.
it's kind of
you
what
know?
open mic night's for in that
Yeah.
world. It's like you want to do good, but you're testing shit. You're probably going to suck.
Of course, and it's adding that roast part of it where you get to
Yeah.
basically make fun of.
I think that's
how
the part
bad
I don't
things
really
were.
like.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
like kind of bullyish.
I want it
don't know.
is. It
Yeah.
feels bullyish, and I
Yeah.
think people really enjoy that part of it.
Gotcha.
I just want to see the next person's minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That part I enjoy because coming out and you can imagine you get pulled. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
You got
I
your
gotta
minute.
I got a
You've been
minute.
doing stand up for 10 years or 2 weeks. Like you've got this minute.
Yeah.
Because he's made kind of some people that have done well be recurring, and now they're touring because of this show. You know what I mean?
cool.
Like doing big shows because of that show.
Right.
So it's just an interesting structure. But yeah, the bullying part and that whole, I don't know, because I don't even think it's that funny how they're coming at people. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
think-
I haven't
yeah.
seen it. The structure of that sounds weird to me, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I did see 1 or 2 what looked to be like kind of him getting roasted, but I didn't realize that, yeah, if these guys are just new at this shit, they feel kind of bad.
Most of them. Some people are like, shit. Last night I was watching this dude that was watching Kill Tony the night prior in Indiana and decided to drive down and had never, I don't think he was doing stand-up at all before.
really, okay. So just I'm coming down,
Yeah.
and I'm giving a shoot my
So
shot.
that was fascinating, you know, when you
Yeah.
get people, stories like that and
Yeah.
stuff, you know. Yeah, shit. Come in all shapes and
Man,
forms.
that whole world, just that comedy world, it's fascinating to me, just how that industry operates, and just looking at it from outside looking in.
Yeah.
And just you hear so many comedians talk about being in the industry and how they operate. It's like, yeah, it's fascinating.
Yeah, and that's all out in the open for everyone these days, like compared
Yeah.
to how it was 10, 20 years ago.
Oh god, yeah, because now you podcast like Bill Burr. I like Bill Burr's podcast,
sure.
and just him talking about the industry and his experience in it. It's like, it's fascinating.
It is.
because it's like he's just on the road so fucking much. Mm-hmm. Just it sounds like to me it sounds like a nightmare. Like I think I would enjoy doing stand up comedy if I could just do it here, which I guess
Right.
theoretically you can. But
Yeah.
it's like if you want to do it like professionally, like you have to go all over the damn place.
You sure do.
Yeah, and you see, like, I've seen so many really, really good comedians, and this was going way back, though, in, like, places where I go, like, what are you doing playing here?
Right.
There's like 8 people paying attention.
Oh, like when.
And I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
these people were great.
Yeah. And then you get like in Wilmington when Bert Kreischer came here a few weeks back, and he's playing fucking like big venues, and then
Yeah.
he shows up at Dead Crow Comedy
Yeah, that's
Club.
so weird. Yeah, it's fun.
Like,
But that's where they got to work out their shit, though, right? They all
Yeah, I
seem to
guess.
do the whole like, okay, yeah, they got to work the clubs, whether it's
Right.
like only going to the Comedy Store if they're like, whatever, or they're
yeah.
They're
That
running
is the
around the
place to work
country.
out shit, not in front of like 7,000 people.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. You save your best for that. You can go out there and just work on your routine.
We were just talking last night, Simon and I, about Dead Crow in town, our comedy club here, which is great.
Yeah, I need to get over there more.
And we were talking about maybe going this weekend, but like, it sucks because their open mic night is Thursday nights.
Yeah, man, that's our stream night.
And I want to go to do it. I want to just watch it.
And I want to go and play with some material.
And you want to play, yeah.
I really do.
Damn it. Let's convince them to switch it to Wednesdays.
Yeah, I'm sure we could.
Hey, man.
Yep.
Wednesday night's much better, right?
I know both the owners well. I mean, we all know Timmy, but the other guy I've come to know
How
quite a
late
bit.
Thursday? We get out of here at 11.
Oh, I'm sure they're done before 11.
They're done? Oh, man. They need to have a late night open
Probably
mic
wrapping up by 11.
Get some good, really fucking drunk people in, rolling in around midnight.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? You got to deal with it. You have the people's schedule.
I got to take a leak.
Yeah, get your leak on. Poppy is hungry, right?
Poppy is
this is behind the scene. Poppy came over and has been tapping on her bowl,
Yep.
And then Simon's now picked up her bowl and put it on his desk
That's right.
in a symbol of no, I don't have anything for you right now.
I don't have any food right now for you. You'll have to wait. You had the opportunity to eat all morning, and you didn't. And you came here. I ran out of food. Dora last week. See, this happened last week. So Dora had some extra food.
Oh, yeah, because, Dora's got the puppy, too.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe Dora has it still.
We probably got a frozen pizza or frozen something in the fridge, right?
You don't feed the dog fucking
Why
frozen
not?
pizza,
It'll
man.
be fine.
Yeah, no. This,
Heat up a pizza, give the dog a slice.
This dog, nobody wants to hear about what comes out of this dog's ass if it eats certain foods.
Oh, for a day, that's going to last, a day?
Well, yeah.
You deal with it for a day.
But I don't want to pick it
and
up.
then Poppy's happy.
How gross is
Poppy
that, by the way?
What?
Just picking up the fucking shit.
It's the reason I don't have a dog.
Yeah. Picking
I'm
up
like,
that
I watch
shit.
people do that every day, and I'm like, hey, I get it. You people, you love your dogs. But
Yeah.
I think, man, I don't want to pick up poop every day.
You know what? I tell you one thing right now. If I could start this podcast over again, I would title it Dogs Are Ruining the World for this reason. Ruining the environment. They're like fucking the plastic bags, right? All of we pick up every shit. We should have a very different system in this.
For dog poo?
For dog poo. Because all of this plastic, in like 100 years, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, that was, or 1,000 years, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, that was the time of, the fucking poop bag.
What's your solution?
I don't know, because anything that's picking up these bags, like I have plastic ones that they say are like 70% like recyclable, biodegradable.
Yeah.
But obviously there needs to be a better choice.
Yeah.
There probably is.
Nobody
and
wants
I'm
to
just
use
not
paper.
I was about to say, man.
But make the plastic bags illegal. You know what? Do
right.
that. And also, I don't mind doing it at the fucking grocery store too. And because fuck it, man. Let's eliminate that plastic.
Yeah.
But the dogs are ruining the earth.
It's in our testicles now, right? Didn't they? You guys see that? There was some sort of news where like they did some study on a bunch of dudes, and 100% of them had microplastics in their balls.
Oh, I'm not
I
surprised.
was like, oh, okay, well that's good.
It's just part of us now.
Yeah.
Why specifically the testicles?
I have no idea.
Because I can understand in my
Because
bloodstream.
that's what makes the headline.
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah. It's like, okay,
they're testing it here.
What do we? How do we sell this?
Yep.
On Testicles Weekly. What's in your testicles?
Ballsack Monday.
That ad campaign?
Yeah.
Hope
As I drink out of a plastic bottle.
Sure. You're going to throw it at Poppy.
All right.
Dude, someone recognized your dog bark?
What's weird is she was listening to the podcast when I ran across her. So
What?
now she's going to listen to this and go, they're talking about me.
Oh no! Wait. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Back up.
Oh,
We don't have to
okay.
go here.
We can. It was interesting. Only because it was like, I really wish I could have been like,
We've all dealt with the voice recognition thing at
Right.
certain points.
Yeah, it happened. Not the voice, but it happened to me. Someone recognized my face at my neighborhood pool the other day.
There you go. Yeah. This
Right.
one was different.
I had questions because it is confusing.
All right.
So
Please elaborate.
I'm walking with Poppy, and then I see unless I have the particular tool that'll kind of get her to be quiet, the sound tool, that gets her attention. if she sees another dog, sometimes she freaks out.
Okay.
So she starts barking, and then she does a little yelp, and then I pick her up, and I'm like, all
At
right,
another
if I
dog?
pick-
She
Yeah, at
really, she
another
reacts
dog.
that hard.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
across the street too. This is just across
Emily
the
does
street.
that too. But
Yeah.
And we're walking in the opposite directions across the street from one another. And then she goes, she takes one of the ear pods out and she goes, "Is that Poppy?" And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I'm listening to Dora and Abstro yell at Poppy right now in the podcast or
Oh my
something
God.
something in a video."
This is in
Maybe
your
it was in a
neighborhood?
video. Yeah.
Like you're walking your dog. That's amazing.
Right. That's what she said. I recognize the bark.
Okay, that's what
From
she
Poppy.
said.
That's what she
She
says.
recognized the bark.
Yes.
Wow.
in
And
all
I'm going-
fairness, Poppy does have a distinct sounding bark.
She does. But did she know that I lived in the neighborhood?
Yeah,
Oh,
now
right.
it's-
Oh, yeah. No, that's
Because
yeah.
otherwise, a lot of dogs have this bark.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or this could have been somebody in your neighborhood who watched your stuff, recognized and like has recognized you before, but it's like I don't know what to say. But then with your dog barking, like, oh, that's an in.
Right?
Maybe.
Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Interesting.
Oh,
It was just a small world kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or it's the beginning of a future crime podcast we're going to hear about.
Yeah.
I'm not implicating that. She seemed quite nice.
I did. That's what I did it
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
1 a.m. a little rapping at your window. Tap tap tap.
Is that Poppy? What's Poppy doing?
want to see Poppy.
But yeah, no, Poppy got recognized.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a next level thing right there. Didn't see that coming.
No. Congratulations, Poppy.
Yeah.
You're slightly higher than an F-list celebrity.
Slightly.